Hey, kia ora. Good morning and welcome to a super fantastic, sparkling, shake it up Saturday. Yep, about to go and have a shower and get dressed, but I figured I'm going to get this done soon. And I'd already taken down my hair and I looked at it and went, oh no. So I threw my hairband in. So this is still post bed before it gets brushed and combed out. So you can see my hair doesn't change much throughout the day. Hey, and did you realize, I didn't realize this morning until I was typing in the description. Today is day 899, which means that tomorrow will be 900 days since I started doing Facebook Live. Whew! Which means I have 196 days till I reach 3 years. How cool is that? It's 196 days. So as of tomorrow, it'll be 196 days until I reach 3 years of doing Facebook Lives every day for a year. Whoo! Every day for a year. Yeah. It's only 2 years over. Oh, well. Overachiever. No, not really. But, it's Shaken Up Saturday. My Saturday is getting shaken up a little bit. My manifesting challenge today is to have fun. I'm like, why didn't I do that one yesterday? Because Friday is Fun Friday. But I'm actually glad it's because it's shaking off all of the. I really need some downtime from this week. It has been a oh god, bags under my eyes. It has been a wild week. It has been a very intense week where we were talking about creating research plans, proving our, coming up with our hypothesis. Basically, we were writing like thesis. Yeah. It's a whole different side of genealogy that I was sort of like, oh, that might make things a little easier. But basically, you come up with your question, and now you have to go prove or disprove the theory behind the question. And it could be something as simple as, when did my second great grandmother arrive in New Zealand? I don't know. I haven't been able to prove. I know from the fact that her third child was born in Australia, her fourth child was born in New Zealand, and then all the other ones after that were born in New Zealand as well. But in that 13-month period between the births, there is no record online where we have been able to find her and her children and her husband on a ship from Australia to New Zealand. Yet we know that they started in Australia and they got to New Zealand, but when they actually arrived in New Zealand, we don't know. We don't know her arrival date in New Zealand. So, but it was interesting this week working through that process of taking a question, and not a broad question like, I want to know everything about this person's life and all of their descendants and ancestors and blah, 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 blah. No, it is taking not a very specific question, but a more specific. It's not as general as. So my brain's still processing that, and I'm sort of like, I need to decompress a little. So we're having fun today. So our manifesting challenge was all about fun and making sure we have fun today. So I've already got lined up some of the stuff, that I need to do today, and what I'm going to do to it to make it fun. So I do have to go do laundry. It'll either be today or tomorrow on the laundry. But when I do the laundry, I'm going to have the earpiece plugged in. And on this device, I'll either be listening to funny books, but I'll probably put the tunes on and dance in the laundry. That'll be fun. It depends on which time of day I go, because I may not see anybody in there, or I may see other people in there. But I'm trying to figure out whether to do that today or tomorrow. It's very windy today, and I'm supposed to be meeting a friend for lunch today with Zeffy, so we can eat outside because of Zeffy's separation thingy. And so I suggest we're meeting at a place where we can sit outside on the patio now with all this wind that's coming in. I'm sort of like, yeah, it's meant to be high 60s, very low 70s, like around 71, 72 for high today. And then with this wind, I'm sort of like, I really don't want to sit in that wind. And it's sort of like, I have to do something with Zeffy. So do I leave her by herself? And it turns out when I looked up to see where the restaurant, I've been to the restaurant once before, and my friend drove me there. So I didn't really have any idea in relation to where I was in relation to the restaurant. It's a 5-minute drive down. It's less than a 5-minute drive from here. It'll take me more time to get out of here This is the weird part. It will take me more time to get out of the campground, out of the resort, than it will to go from the resort gate to the restaurant. I kid you not. We are 10 miles per hour in here. And if I go in the way, depending which way I go, it'll be 35 miles to one street, and then 50, and then 45 down the other street, and then just a little bit for 25. So yeah, it'll take me more time to get out of the resort than it will to drive from the gate of the resort to the restaurant. That's why it's 5 minutes. But yeah, I didn't realize how close it was. So I'm thinking, so when I heard the wind coming up this morning, looking at the weather and stuff, I thought, maybe I could leave Zeffie by herself if I do that today and do the laundry tomorrow, because if I do laundry today and that as well, that's almost that's a lot of chunk of time for her to be by herself. Even though the laundry, I go over there, I do what I need to do, I come back. Although when I was doing the laundry last time, my friend and I basically stayed over there and switched all the laundry up, and we spent time in the library, and it was actually kind of cool. I got a lot of writing done when I was in the library. We did some jigsaw puzzles out that you can do. And you don't even have to finish the jigsaw puzzle. You can get up and the next person will come along, sit down and finish the puzzle. It doesn't matter. The problem with me is that I have to finish it. Yes. I start a puzzle. I don't get up from the table till it's finished, even if I got to go switch my laundry over. So I'm sort of like, yeah, there's no way I'll get those puzzles done in an hour. I'm kind of thinking, what do I do? So I'm thinking for tomorrow, after we take it to the dog park tomorrow morning, that we come back here and then I go do the laundry. That would work. Because then she'll be sleeping off all that running around from the dog park. So anyway, and I did promise you yesterday I was going to show you my Christmas present that I bought myself. So there's 2 parts to this. I haven't fully looked through this one yet. And looking through is like, I've flipped through some of the pages and everything else. But this is the James Bond movie encyclopedia. And I was like, oh my gosh. And when you look at everything is alphabetized. So if I wanted to look up Sean Connery, I have to go to, and I mean, everything is alphabetized. Like under G's, you've got GoldenEye. And then you've got the cast, you've got the crew, you got the behind the scenes stuff, there's the setup, all the thing, and then, yeah, that was GoldenEye. Then in front of GoldenEye is the man with the golden. They put the man with the golden gun in front of GoldenEye? Wouldn't it be under M for gun? Surely not. But it's got everything, and oh no, that was talking about the golden bullet. But it's pretty cool. So everything is in alphabetical order. The names of the actors are in alphabetical order. They have pictures from the movies in here. When you come to the movie, they've got, who was the cast, who was the crew, and some behind the scenes stuff. So I haven't actually had a chance to actually deep dive into this, but I'm kind of looking forward to it. I mean, what's this page? This is from GoldenEye with the train blowing up. Yeah. And that's there because it's under A for armored. See, it says here A for armored train. So that's actually quite cool. Oh, there's a picture from Dr. No. There's a picture from Dr. No, Sean Connery, and Ursula Andrews, and Ian Fleming. Oh no, actually, sorry, Shirley Eaton. Oh, that one's Goldfinger. Huh, I thought it was Dr. No. There's a similar picture with him, Dr. No. But anyway, so yeah, so this is the encyclopedia, alphabetized. Then this is the other one I got. This one's a little heavier. And I've actually flipped through each page on this one. Haven't really stopped to read because it's really, really tiny writing. And but it's the James Bond film guide, all 25 movies, including the latest one of No Time to Die. And it goes through each movie in order. So it's actually quite, hang on, I gotta find, where is it? That's the story. That was Octopus's one before that. So if we go here, yes, this is the very first James Bond movie I ever saw for Your Eyes Only in 1981. So you've got the bit about what it's about, the movie poster. Then you've got the story. Oops, hang on, the story. Then you have who the allies are. Then you turn the page, and there's more about the allies. They have lots of stuff there. Then you have the adversaries, the bad guys. They're all on black pages. And it's got really, really tiny writing. I feel like I'm teaching kids how to read a novel or something. And then the next page is the vehicles and the equipment. So you have in there all the vehicles and the equipment that they used. And that's basically what it is for each movie. So you've got the movie poster you turn over, and then you have the adversaries. No, hang on. The allies, the story, the allies. Like I said, I'm still getting used to it. It's got the story on one page, the allies. Then you've got maybe 2 pages of those. Then you have the adversaries. There's always just 1 page of those. Then the vehicles, and on one page, the equipment on the other one, and then you're into the next one. So this was actually pretty cool, but I didn't stop and read it because the writing in here. I mean, look at the writing in here. See, here's Living Daylights. Look at that size of that writing. I need a magnifying glass to read that. That's tiny writing. Seriously, guys, come on. But this one here is actually pretty cool and then they have a character index in the back, along with, what was the other one? Equipment index. So you've got an equipment index and you've got a character index. But at the beginning of the book, before they get to the movies, like I'm going through this and going, oh yeah, I remember that. Oh yeah, I remember that. Oh, haven't seen that one for a while. So before you get to the films, they actually have a piece in the front here which takes you through each James Bond. Yes, so they've got the James Bond actors, and then before that they have about the Bond franchise. They've got a thing in here about Ian Fleming, 6 decades of 007. So they have the forward, then they have the 6 decades of 007 where they're talking about Ian Fleming. See if he's seen a dog outside she likes or knows. Then they have about the Bond franchise. Then they go into the Bond actors, and for each actor, it's 2-page spread. So you get like my favorite, the one and only James Bond for me, Sean Connery. So you get the big picture on one side, and then you get another picture here, and then you get a little brief bio here about it. So and that's for each of the 6 James Bonds that there have been. So I'm super excited about these. So these are my Christmas presents to myself. So yes. So my birthday present was the Blu-ray of No Time to Die, and then this is my Christmas present to myself. So I can learn even more about the James Bond movies. And I do have a book, like an encyclopedia, but I think it was a film guide. I think it only goes up to The World Is Not Enough. I think that's as far as it goes. But anyway, so that was my Christmas present to myself. So I am now off to take a DOG for WALK. As soon as I've had a shower and got dressed, then we'll be able to go do that. If you don't know what's on, so next weekend, I got to have this weekend off because next weekend we're into Networking Riches 2.0, which is going to be live on Zoom. It is an amazing event. If you have not been to one of those, I'm excited because it's 2.0. So I'm sort of like, oh, what's all the new stuff? What's all the new stuff? But I don't get any answers to those questions. All I know is that there's going to be some great new stuff in Networking Riches 2.0. It is live on Zoom, January 22nd to 23rd. It starts at 8 a.m. Pacific and goes through till, I don't remember. I think it's 4 p.m. Pacific. I think it's 8 to 4. But it's 2 days of networking stuff along with masterminding and hot seats and my favorite part, the breakthrough zone. I love the breakthrough zone. It's my favorite part of the whole thing. But yeah, so that's on next weekend. So if you want to come join us, go to have to network. You'll see it scrolling across the bottom of the screen here. There we go. Oh, look, I keep my finger across the top. Have2network.com, and you can register there. It's free to attend. There is a VIP upgrade, which is a really cool package. That's all I can say. But you can actually attend for free without the VIP. If you want the VIP stuff, then you just pay a little extra for it, and it is going to be well worth it. So go to have2network.com and sign up there. And I will catch you guys later today. Go out, have a super fantastic, sparkling, fun, shake it up Saturday. Go shake up your day a little bit. And we will catch you guys back here later on today. And since I don't have anything on, around 6 p.m. Pacific time. Mountain time. 6 p.m. Mountain. I'm in Mountain. 6 p.m. Mountain time. Have a super fantastic, sparkling day. Hey, Kanara.